Hello, my name's Lynn Stone. I'm a London-based children's book illustrator, and today I'm going to give you some tips on how to draw. Okay, I'm going to show you how to draw a Chinese dragon, and really you just need a pencil and a rubber for this because we're just going to stick to a pencil drawing. Okay, first of all you want to draw a small oval shape, and then coming off that small oval shape you need to create an S shape. So that's our first shape. Now you need to do an S shape in reverse. So first of all we need to draw a line across here. And it is going to slightly overlap the original shape, but that's all right. We don't mind that. That's okay. Okay. And again, you want to draw the outside edge. And it doesn't matter if it's fat, thin, whatever, because you want it to have variety anyway. Don't want it to be all the same. Okay. And then we've got a little tiny bit to finish off at the bottom, which isn't really, I guess it's a kind of an S shape, but a very distorted one. And we're tapering it towards the bottom, because the one difference between Chinese dragons and European dragons is they are more serpent-like in shape. So that's our basic body shape. Now we're going to start adding some detailing to that. So we're going to add some fancy spine shapes down the back of our dragon. And you can really have fun with these. You can make them turn one way and then another. Make them look like flames. Just be really creative, really. Come up with your own design for these. Maybe get some references of Chinese dragons as well. It may give you some ideas. And then obviously, because our dragon's twisting, the spine continues on this side. So we carry on with our shapes running down the dragon, like so. So it's beginning to look like a dragon. Now we're going to do the scaling on the front of our dragon. And the way you do that is you make little, almost like the tiles on a roof, really. Sort of shapes like this that interlock. This is a bit fiddly to do, but once you get started, you're just making the same shape over and over again, really. Running down the front. They kind of remind me of the nibs of old-fashioned fountain pens, the shape I'm making. If you look, it's a little bit like that in shape. Okay, so we just have that bit showing there. Now we need to kind of make the tail look a little bit more fancy because it's a bit plain at the moment. So again, I'm going to make some really nice swirly shapes just to really make it look as interesting as possible. Maybe extend it a little bit. Okay, now we need to look at the dragon's face. Now obviously this is the top of the head that I've got here, so we're going to do the muzzle, I think that's what it's called, down the front here, and that's an indication of a nostril. I might need to bring that out a bit more actually, like that, and we'll make it pointed towards the front. And it's up to you if you want to put arms in or not. I'm going to add them, why not? So we're just going to do a shape like this. At the moment, just keep it a circle on the end with some marks like that. Those will eventually become the fingers or the claws, but we're not going to put too much detail in at this stage. Just basic stuff. Okay, now we're really going to put the detailing on the head now. First of all, I'm going to put a second nostril in. Okay, then I'm going to put a bottom jaw in because at the moment it looks a little bit strange. So we're going to put in this sort of shape for the bottom jaw, and I'm going to put some nice flamey sort of marks behind it. And then I'm going to draw the tongue, teeth. Let's give him some nasty looking fangs there. And then the eye, I'm going to put an eye in about here, I think. Now we're going to give this dragon an ear, but it's obviously a very fanciful ear. I'm just going to do a sort of shape like this. And so I can see what's going on, I'm just going to rub out some of my original guidelines so I can actually see this ear a little bit closer, a little bit easier. Okay, now we're going to give him a wonderful eyebrows. Dragons often have very wonderful, fantastical eyebrows, and I'm going to turn them into horns on my dragon. You don't have to, but I think it kind of adds another dimension to my dragon. And obviously you can see, oops, got a bit carried away there, I think. Let's try that again. Bring it in a bit more. And a bit more narrow, like that. Okay. He's starting to look really quite fierce now, I think. And I'm actually going to give him a, you often see this in Chinese dragons, it's almost like a moustache. You often get this sort of shape under the chin on a Chinese dragon. If you look at prints of Chinese dragons, you often get that for some reason. Okay, now we can take a look at the hands, and you can create the knuckle shape by just drawing circles on the ends, like this. Okay. And then claws, like this. Okay. And obviously we can rub out some of that in there so we can actually see what's going on. Next we need to add some scales to the main body. We're actually nearly there now with our Chinese dragon, I think. And then obviously you might want to rub out some of your original guidelines because they're kind of spoiling the look. Although there aren't too many showing really. I think I've got rid of most of them. And there you have your Chinese dragon.